He didn't
Loose
lie.
laces.
What's the crown?
Loose laces. That means you ain't running from nobody. Usually when you tie your laces, that means you got to run. You ain't running from nobody. Yeah, they know who you are.
Loose laces? Loose something.
Ooh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Ah, let's go ride a bike with my wife. My wife is small. My wife is tall. Let's go to the beach and play with a beach ball. Ooh, I love my wife. That nigga's getting divorced. Ah! Welcome to episode 86 of the Unserious Nigga Podcast. My name is Davon, and I'm joined by my mad hectic friend,
Shad.
I'm mad that I'm just realizing that's a mad hectic shirt. That shit is hard.
Yeah, I haven't worn this in God knows how long.
Yeah, because I'm like, how old is that? I haven't seen them team up with Mad Hectic since you had Static in your shit.
I've had this shirt since. This shirt is definitely over a decade.
Yeah, it has to be.
This shirt is definitely about a decade old. Because the last time, yeah, I had this like when Kobe. I had the 3D Kobe's.
Ew.
Exactly.
Ew.
Dog.
Is that made for those? Mm-mm. Okay, because it's like it looks like it has a 3D pattern on it.
No. It's just diplomatic immunity.
Inspired. I just realized that it said undefeated too, so triple collab.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the days of simple triple collabs. Like, that's hard as fuck. They just built a shirt with their 3 names and was like, fuck it, just put the Diplomat's ego on there. We straight.
Yeah, you know, my Stussy collection is like ridiculous when I really go through and unearth everything. Like my Nas tees, my Camp Low joints, Stone's Throw shirts.
I want to get into Stussy, but for whatever reason, I just never did. It's not like I dislike Stussy. I
got into it by proxy. You know, you remember the hookup.
No, I mean, it makes sense. It's just, I like Stussy, but I just never really went the extra mile. Their tees be cool, but it's not, like, they don't stand up to a wash.
The white ones don't.
Yeah, so.
Like, again, this shirt, I'm surprised it's holding on so long, but it's like a lot of yellowing. This
Wait, it's not cream?
Huh? Shut up. Man.
No, I've never seen the shirt before. Oh wait, my glass is yellow. Please disregard.
But yeah, the shirt is like mainly white, and of course, you know, it gets stained over time. But all in all, it still holds up pretty well. I prefer the black based tees because like all my tribe tees are holding up okay.
My, like, the bait joint you got me held up for a long fucking time. I only got rid of it because it's like, somebody at a Goodwill gonna go crazy. Like, what the fuck? Is this real bait and polo? I gave away a lot of bait.
Matter of fact, I saw a bait polo just the other day. I was like, I need to go back and buy one.
I mean, nigga, it's kind of cheap if you get a second hand.
Yeah, I know.
I'm about to get Kazi a bait fishtail Parker. That shit is gonna go crazy.
So my jeans are Gucci.
I told you he hit his grandmother with that line. No, so we went to Philly to see his other grandmother, and we're in a little pizza shop, and she's like, what kind of glasses are those? And he was like, he took them off his face, turned them to the side, said, you see this G? They're Gucci. And she's like, excuse me? He said, they're Gucci. And I'm sitting there like, stun on her old ass. Nigga, I was so proud.
Something's wrong with y'all, man.
Nah, nigga, you gotta let these niggas know. Don't play with Big Gucci C.
Yo, your boy better have straight A's when you go to school. I swear to God.
No, his grades are incredible. So I love that. Like, we're not even on topic, but I'm just like, I know these people probably think his father's a drug dealer. Why the fuck does this kid have on designer? Like, the Gucci glasses were a happy accident. My optician actually gave them to me after a pair I gave him was so old they broke when they were getting lenses done for him. And he was like, I have these old Gucci's I can give you. And I'm like, nigga, you don't have to. He's like, no, I insist. Take the Gucci's. And, you know, Gucci them down for pictures day. And I'm like, if his grades ain't up to snuff, you gonna look like the dumb rich kid.
Right.
This nigga's grades, they were like his vocabulary. He knows like 600-700 more words than a kid or like on the national average. So I'm just sitting there like, he's smarter than his father. I love it. So yeah, I mean, we still got to work on reading, but this nigga's 5 and he be surprising me. Like he mentioned Kim Jong-un today, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know about North Korea in the leader's name? To say it accurately is fucking me up. So,
all in all, I already know. Like Kazi's incredible. That's my dude.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking terrified. This nigga's attractive, smart, and athletic. I might have to fight that nigga.
I got first dibs. We jumping on.
How's your week been?
My week has been all right. My week has been cool. Got a chance to rest a little bit today. So that was good, but I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be, all in all. I will be getting the backlog of episodes up because I recently had my charger stolen out of my bag, which I was not too happy about.
I love the concern when you tweeted that. Mad niggas was like, yo, did you try to use Find My Thing? And I was like, it's a charger. I think they misread it.
Bruh.
The niggas was genuinely concerned. Thank y'all.
Yeah, I didn't even think about, like, I didn't realize until I got home because it's like I just have it. So I wouldn't think, like, why wouldn't I pack my charger? And then I looked, I was like, bruh, did I just lose a whole charger? No. Somebody definitely took it. And then I lost an AirPod.
This nigga be going through it.
Dog, I feel like somebody invisible has just been like terrorizing my life as of late.
Have you seen the remake of The Invisible Man?
No.
It's bad. But it was because of that ex. So what if your ex is just like, I'm going to show this nigga.
Now I got to think about which ex I pissed off the most.
I don't know. That'll be fun. If it is, shout out to Shorty. I'm going to hate at heart, nigga. You know me. So that was your week just losing?
Just misplacing shit. I'm not going to say nothing. Anyways. You motherfucker.
My week has been incredible.
Yes.
So technically today, because I go by Tokyo time, me and Lene eloped in Tokyo 7 years ago today. So this makes 7 years. Woo! This makes 7 years of marital bliss. It is the funniest fucking thing in the world that I am probably the least traditional person I know. And then someone pointed out to me, like, this nigga is in a committed relationship, got married, and then had a kid. And it's like, why am I living this traditional life and I'm being rewarded for bad behavior? Because I just be doing stupid shit and Lene's like, I love you. Despite you being a fucking idiot, I love you. So shout out to my incredible wife. Thank you for being my wrangler after all these years.
Yeah, shout out to Lene, man.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Also got my redacted jersey today. Nigga, was telling this nigga, production can be a bit of a bitch. They had issues with the material. They had issues with people not doing their part in different departments, so my shit didn't get shipped like it was last week. But they overnighted it, and it came today. I exploded off the toilet when that shit came in. But, nigga, I cannot tell you how fucking happy I am. Only thing I fucked up, I forgot. Like, okay, so the jersey is made by Everett Fields Flannels. That was the people who used to, or they may still produce Mitchell & S's baseball jerseys. So, made in the old school style, all USA made. Everything is old construction. And I was worried, because when I sent them the jersey, I was like, I hope these niggas don't tell me it's trash. But they were just like, there's a few things we can't do because we only do it in like the olden style. But for them to translate it super well, because shout out to my nigga Manolo. Manolo has been instrumental in this. Like, I was tweeting about it earlier, but people don't understand. I come from a very deep sports loving background. Not necessarily me, but I grew up, everyone in my family was like an athlete. They love sports. I didn't. But I did learn to love jerseys and I love baseball. So this whole collection is about my love of baseball. Also a very mean-spirited joke at myself that'll make sense in time. but it just feels good to have finally made a jersey and not like some screen printed bullshit. Like, nah, nigga, this is wool, flannel letterings, everything. But I fucked up and got an XL when I probably need a large with how they're cut. This shit is cut dumb big.
But it looked like it fit you just fine.
Yeah, because of how I was sitting. Nigga, that shit is it's wide as fuck.
Okay.
So maybe even a medium. So when I make these, I'm gonna tell people like this cut is huge. Unless like this is just with like how they cut a sample. But I'm extremely happy with that. The accessories coming along. Shout out to Earl for helping me with that. And then the jacket should be done soon. Once everything comes in, I'm going to get it professionally photographed and then do a lookbook. Then it's going to come out. And the last thing that I got, like the last thing for my week, I did something really stupid this morning. I spent a big amount of money on a pair of size 13 Red Lobster dunks. I have not seen a size 13 of something from like 08 in forever. And it's dead stock. And I just looked on eBay before I bought it. Somebody paid $7,500 for a pair. I'm scalping. Get your wallets ready, nigga.
That's fire.
Yeah, now the thing is, I don't know if it's the special box or not because the description said it includes box and other accessories.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, you better make sure the shoes actually come in that box. They send you everything but the shoes.
Nah, I got a condom. I'm never spending this much money and not getting like protected. So, and they come in tomorrow. So, nigga, I am excited. I am going to piss a lot of people off because they're going to see that price and like, what are you doing? And I'm going to tell them, beat it. Beat that price. Because I looked on StockX, nigga want $15,000. They don't even have a size 13 on gold. So,
Jesus.
Get your wallets ready. All right. So, not much happened this week, and we figured this was the perfect opportunity to listen to our listeners, the Lucy's out here. We wanted y'all to send us y'all questions, and thank y'all because y'all did not disappoint. Every time I ask for questions, I'll be sitting up there like, yo, what if niggas like, shut up, nigga.
Wait, question. Fuck.
What? This nigga really created dead air. But that's a great fucking idea.
Sorry, you'll see when the video does drop, which it will drop by this weekend.
No, that's a fucking fire idea. Oh my God.
Yeah. I should have just texted to you.
No. I think it's even funny to do it mid episode because niggas gonna be like,
literally just came up with this on the spot. Now that you said that, but yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, we could do that.
Okay, that's crazy. I love that it. I ain't even gonna give it out here. All right. So aside from this nigga sitting up here doing secret agent shit mid conversation, let's get into these questions.
Yes. So with the first question going to, of course, the lovely Lene. Shout out your wife.
Ow.
Question from Lene. Rashad, what is your favorite Tribe song? And does he have clothes from Tribe collaborations?
I meant to update the question.
All good. So my favorite Tribe song, shit. I feel like the most obvious would be is Electric Relaxation. Like it holds a very special place, especially because it was the Wayans Brothers intro song. And Wayans Brothers is like one of my favorite shows of all time. But as far as like deep cut, I'm gonna probably go with Like It Like That off of the Love Movement.
Isn't it that last album?
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
I've never listened to it.
No. It definitely isn't. It definitely, you could tell by that time, like them as a group, they were cooked. They were beefing and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I think Like It Like That, because by then I started figuring out like who Q-Tip was and everything that he did.
That makes sense.
Like going back and listening to it, that song embodies a lot of just what Q-Tip does. That and plus, what's my shit? Oh My God. Oh my God, I love Oh My God. When's the last time you heard a Funky Diabetic? That's that song. We'll bust on it. So, yeah. And do I have clothes from Tribe collaborations? Yes. Son, I cashed out and bought the whole Stussy Tribe collection when it dropped back in 20, what?
I forgot.
That was like 2017, I think. It was like a whole bunch of tees. So it was the Midnight Marauders. No, it was the Low End Theory was on that shirt. They had a shirt. Then it was all four, including Jerobi in the African garbs for the footprints.
How is that shit still?
I don't know.
I'm like that shit, please. Thank you.
Then what else? What else? It was a couple more tees that I got, but I got like 4 of those. I got a couple bucket hats. I lost one. I know I still got the navy one, but the green one is around here somewhere, or I don't know. So I think one of my like godchildren took it. And that's about it that I can recall off the top of my head.
You didn't get the Jordan 1s?
No. So the Jordan 1s, well, I don't know if I'm obligated. I don't know if I can share it. From what I understand, this is a rumor, but the Jordan 1s in the, what was it, the Sky Highs with Jordan Brand.
With the strap?
No, the Jordan 1s were the strap, but it was also another one. They had a shoe that was like kind of reminiscent to a very thick blazer.
Okay. Those
were technically unofficial Tribe Called Quest collabs.
Okay. They sucked.
Yeah. Well, the ones were cool, but the blazers, no, not so much.
No, they sucked.
But technically, I believe they were unofficial collabs.
Yeah, didn't they sue them because of that shit?
I cannot say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Follow-up question. Which pair of shoes almost made your wife divorce you? You're an asshole. So many.
Flashes.
No, nigga. So, fun fact. Yeah, because this would have been the whole Twitter fame. Fun enough, for the flashes, after we got our money from 2 Chainz for Windsalts, for anyone who doesn't know what Windsalts is, it's a card game that Linnea and I created because I was roasting her one night. We won a contest with 2 Chainz for business proposals, and we got $15K for him. Mm-hmm. And we used that $15K for just got new computers, like built a new website. We used that shit to really build it. It didn't work out exactly how we wanted to, but we still have the brand. And I'm like, the Flash is a great promotion. Because whenever I post them shits, niggas be hyped for them. So I actually did an entire presentation to Lene. I created a PowerPoint and explained in detail how spending money on these shoes was spending money to make money. It was beneficial to the brand. And I made a horrible plea to her because her favorite movie, or one of her favorite movies, is She's Gotta Have It. And she loves Mars Blackman. And if anyone knows, I hate Spike Lee. I use the clip of him going, baby, please, 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 baby, please, at the end of the fucking presentation as I'm on my knees. And she said, yes. So I had to do a fucking business presentation for those. But the shoe she's referring to is the Chunky Dunks. Nigga, I lost my mind over those. I really wanted them, but here's where I got fucked up. At the time, a friend of mine gave me access to a bot. Mm-hmm. And it was to enter like all the shitty raffles that were happening. I didn't know you were supposed to use a throwaway email. I used my main email and it completely fucked up my capture score for like anything Google related. Tactics dropped them online. And through sleuthing, I figured out the link, or a friend of mine shared the link with me after we figured out what the link was. Mm-hmm. I should have hit. I checked out with them in my cart, but because it took me an extra 2 or 3 seconds, I lost the last pair in a 10.5 by a nanosecond. They emailed me and said, we couldn't process your order because your shoe was sold out while it was processing. Nigga, I fell to the ground and just went, ah! And tears welled up in my eyes. She was like, go lay the fuck down. Nigga, she made me take a nap. I was hurt. It is not often that I take an L that bad. And there's some shoes that you know, you can't realistically ask a nigga like, yo, can you open your knees?
Right.
So, nigga, I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm not paying that much for this shoe. Because it's a shoe that's like, I'm not going to be one of them niggas like, it's an ultimate grail. No, it's a fun, stupid shoe that I really wanted at the time. So for me to take the L is just like, I'm not paying resale for these. So,
yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Well, I don't have a wife, nor did I ever. So that question doesn't apply to me. Question.
What about a husband? It's no, please don't. Okay. There's so many jokes I wouldn't make in that moment that would have got us fucked up.
Fuck you up. Question from JD White. What is behind your dislike of mids?
Because they mid.
Son. Okay.
No, you can answer, then I'll go.
So, in all honesty, what shoe do you know comes as a mid that we fuck with, like heavy? Now, like in this time, we don't really rock with Air Force One mids like that.
No one's outside of a few good colorways. You are a sick nigga wearing mids.
We don't really rock with. If it's not Air Force mids, we never fuck with dunk mids.
No, I only know a few niggas that ever liked the mid dunk.
Yeah. And then when it comes to Air Jordan 1s, the last pair of mids I got were the Olympic Jordan 1s, like when they came with they were white, metallic blue, red, but these are like when the mids were still considered highs.
Yeah.
So, and they had to be like 09, I want to say. Nigga, mids to me, they're just a weird cut. Like, give me something that's as true to the original. I don't like lows because I wear a size 13. By the time you get a size 13 low, this shit just looks extra elongated. It looks warped. So I usually stick to highs. I like high cut stuff. I like to wear slouch socks. I don't have any on today.
This nigga raw dogging.
I really am. But yeah, I usually stick to a high cut because I wear a size 13 and I'm just not trying to look weird in some long ass Snoop Dogg sneakers. Like, so I stick to mainly highs. Mids, not so much.
So my issue with mids is, I'm actually going to give you a real answer, JD, because that nigga was out there for blood. He was answering questions, running up on niggas. What's your problem with mids, nigga? You truly are a J. Cole listener. That's why I fuck with you. But, so, I think I've talked about it on the show, but I don't really talk about it that often. I didn't get into Jordans until I was in my 20s. Mm-hmm. I've always appreciated ones. Threes have always been my favorites, but I never got them because I wanted to be different. I'm not like you other Negroes. I wear dunks. Nobody wears dunks during the dunk era. But I almost got into ones because my homeboy had the ones, the black and gold joints.
Patent leather?
The black and gold patent leathers. And it was another black and gold. It was another patent leather pair.
It was only the Carolina blue ones?
He had those too.
Okay.
And he was going to sell them to me. And I'm like, them shits is hard. But I remembered, because, like, of course, I'm in the sneakers super heavy at the time. And I'm looking and I saw the 2001s. Mm-hmm. And the 2001 shape made so much more sense. Mm-hmm. And I've never liked the Jumpman. So with them putting the Jumpman on the back of one highs and the stupid Jumpman tag, it's never looked right to me. So when I look at it, I'm like, it's stubby, it's weird, it's blocky. They're just really fucking ugly shoes. And I don't like people who sit up here, well, Jordan prefers a mid. Let me stop you right there. I do not give a fuck what Jordan likes. Have you seen how that nigga dresses? I am not taking any sort of fashion advice from this nigga. And I don't give a fuck about his game. Mids just always look like you could have had a high. They never really reached the heights, pun intended, that they could. So I can't get down with that. I don't want to jump man on my shit. I don't want the Jumpman logo. I want Nike Air. I want a clean ass on the back of my ones. I want my shits to look good. If I can't have a high, I'd rather a low. I don't want anything in the middle. The only mid shoe I can think of that I like are Air Force and Air Max 180s. I would say are considered mids. That's about it. Or is the Air Force 3 high like a mid?
Nigga, no.
Okay, I'm just like, it's been a long time since I've worn one.
Literally called it high.
Okay, some highs be fucking mid cut.
Nah, Air Force 3, them joints is bulky as shit. Them
Yeah,
shits
I mean,
boots.
I consider them like they're an athletic boot. That's how are Duncan's mids.
Yes.
Okay, so Duncan's. But that shoe is very specifically, that's a big ass field boot of a goddamn basketball shoe. There are very few things that look good as a mid. Most people don't want in between. They want high or low. Because like Air Force One mids, like you got the strap built in. This shit looks crazy. And dunk mids is just an abomination. My nigga CJ fucks with them, but he really be skating. So I'm not going to question that nigga because he's using it for utility. I'm a fresh nigga. I'm not wearing them shits. So I hope that was a sensible answer to a pretty good question.
Yeah.
You're wrong for liking mids though. I'll stand on that.
Man, where would you want to wear it? And JD, that nigga collection, his shit all right.
Nah, that nigga JD is not listening to anything I said. That nigga is going to sit up there and pontificate on why I'm wrong if mids are good.
Nah, because first of all, you know, the argument is usually, Jordan wore mids.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Nah,
cool.
JD just likes mids. He like what he like. That's why I fuck with him.
Exactly. Either way, he's still him.
He's still wrong. Wearing mids is a crime.
What up, JD?
They gonna beat my ass intellectually.
All right, so this question from Marcus Allen. Want to hear what y'all...
I'm sorry, please read it.
Want to hear what y'all hypothetical fits would be if Freaknik came back in 2024?
This nigga going to jail.
It's a freaky ass nigga.
I'm not... Who? Marcus?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Asking men what they would wear to Freaknik.
I mean, depends.
Yo, we going full Diddy or no
Diddy? It
Diddy?
sounded like what Freaknik was. I don't even want to say what my answer was off air.
Nah, nigga. Say it.
Not, nigga, I should have showed up to Freaknik with no clothes on. But talking about a fit.
Is a Freaknik, nigga. I'm a freaky nigga.
Nah, yeah, I would have showed up. Shit. I probably would have showed up in what's our shit? The red jacket that you have.
The undercover one? Or
Yes. So I probably would have showed up in a full undercover with the black jacket
one?
that I had with the matching pants, since that's the closest thing to wearing a full condom that I could probably find. Just all rubber clothes, my nigga.
In my mind, I thought you were gonna say to protect you from squirt.
No, that's even better.
Oh shit! Shh. Got my raincoat on. That one time.
Nah, because I definitely. Never mind.
So if I were to go to Freaknik in 2024 as a married man, I'm dressing like I am a part of. I'm not gonna say it. Like I sell bean pies. I'm gonna be out there like, what are you doing, my brother?
No, I would have did like Kanye did at the AVN when he had the all zip up babe hoodie with the gloves with the fingers cut off.
Nigga, the thought of going to Freaknik, nah, you know what? I'm just wearing a big ass NDA.
Nigga, hold up.
If you touch me, you'll agree to everything we doing. Nigga, nigga, what is this? Nigga got props.
No, I would have straight up just.
Nigga, is that a shiesty?
Would have showed up to Freaknik like this, nigga. You would have known it was me. I swear to God. Then that bitch like a freaky deaky Sub-Zero. Fuck is you talking about?
Nigga, just a shirt that says squirt here. Pause. No, actually, I take that back.
Wait, no. So you saying you want the squirt?
This is why we stick to sneakers. Nigga, could you imagine? Because I was scared, like, what if somebody sent us questions about women?
All right, so next question.
This is the Joe Button Podcast Part 2.
Oh my God. Question from Kicks and Carbs. Shout out to Kicks and Carbs. Special shout out to Kicks and Carbs.
Yeah, that's the homie.
J. Cole, Kendrick. Yeah, nigga. I'm refraining from sharing my opinion because I got killed for my little 2 tweets. Somebody said Shad's 9/11. Like, yo, fuck out of here, nigga.
I will share my opinion.
I'll let you go first.
I don't like either one of these niggas. I don't want to hear that cerebral shit. I want to hear sad boy raps, or I want to hear some Waka Flocka. I want to feel like I'm going to die listening to your music because I'm a drug dealer just like you. But honestly, I don't even like rap beef anymore. I miss when we were kids. Hear me out. I miss when we were kids and niggas be beefing. You sitting there talking to you like, yeah, nigga, I heard he was in Philly looking for that nigga with the blicky. Like, that shit was fun. Like, you really thought somebody was going to die. Like, yo, did you hear they said Aaliyah rocked the boat? Hey, yo, this nigga mom made him apologize because he went too hard. Then he dissed him on the second album. That's hard. Now you got niggas sitting up here rewriting history. You know, the story of Adi Dawn wouldn't have hit as hard if Pusha T didn't mention his son.
That's the whole point.
Sorry, can I go on a tangent? I've been meaning to make fun of niggas for this. I hate when I post something and people be like, you know, that undercover shoe wouldn't be so hard if it wasn't undercover. That Stussy shirt wouldn't be that hard if it wasn't Stussy. That's like saying, yo, you wouldn't celebrate your birthday. It wasn't your birthday. That's so fucking stupid. Stop using that dumbass argument. It's coveted because it is what it is. It doesn't make sense to say, yo, nobody would give a fuck about Jordans if there wasn't Jordans. Duh, nigga. So that shit pisses me off. We got too many fucking stands making hypothetical arguments, and then you got niggas coming out the woodwork. This is too far. There's no reason that this should be. Nigga, I saw some weird nigga with a turban on, a black nigga with a turban from Ohio, saying, you know, hip hop wasn't built on competition.
What?
Nigga, what?
Do you understand how the shit started, where it started off as DJs literally DJing parties, and then people started rapping, and it was who had the best raps? That's
the nigga that I'm like, this is clickbait. This is engagement farming. But there are people that genuinely think that hip hop is a friendly sport. No, nigga, if me and this nigga was rapping, I'm going to go for the fucking jugular. Especially, like, I don't like that rap can't end a nigga's career anymore. I don't like that this nigga Cole sits up here and says, you crackers can't do shit for me. Sir, have you looked at your lineage? You just dissed yourself in the... This nigga looked in the mirror and said, fuck white people. Nigga, what? And then you sit up here, you send out these weak-ass bars... Because niggas was hyping it up. I saw a 7-minute drill. Niggas like, yo, this shit crazy. I'm thinking he gonna be like, yo, I spit on your shit and come to your hood. Your second album was whack and no one really likes you. This what got y'all in the tizzy? Nigga, I grew up listening to Prodigy. This nigga was getting beat up by Keith Murray and then talking shit again. That's the kind of shit I want to hear. Niggas talking about daughters, pulling up niggas. Like Cameron said, your mom's dead. I'm going to pull up on you on Mother's Day because your mom's dead. That's Harlem Shake at your wake. This is the type of shit that I'm on. This is why I'm so mean to niggas. I want you to be like, yo, I'm in Baltimore looking for this nigga. I don't want to see niggas sitting up there at a concert. Hey, y'all, my spirit isn't right. You know, I was dreaming about it. So you was dreaming about men, nigga? I'm being a hip hop head. Nah, nigga, no. Bring back violence. Bring back the ultra machismo. Bring back nigga rappers dying because of words.
You bugging.
Hey, nigga, rap is a competitive sport, as Spotify says.
Bruh, do you know, like, part of me... Okay, so when it comes to Cole and Kendrick, I mean, I got my opinions on the beef. I feel like if me and this nigga ever got into it, which we wouldn't, or it would never be like publicized.
Nah, nigga. When you hit me with the I'm coming to Baltimore and I'm gonna break your gazelles, nigga. That bar hit.
But how long ago was that?
It don't matter.
I was a much different person.
I still got that shit in the back of my mind if we ever get into it.
A much different person. But if me and this nigga ever got into it, it would never be like on the timeline.
No.
And so I think like I could never shit on this man's legacy and then turn around and be like, yeah, you know, that leather jacket you put out, dog, that shit was ass, you know? And then I got to go back and like dap this nigga up. So I'm pretty sure for Cole, for him to be like, yo, this album was trash. This was trash. This one was okay. Like he had to lie. Why do I have to lie to destroy my nigga? Like I fuck with him.
You just better not saying anything.
Exactly. So Cole bowing out. I understood. Like even in the spirit of competition, dog, I really have nothing to say to you.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's bigger than that. I think the response, because I like Kendrick's energy. I don't like that Kendrick doesn't say names. I just don't like that what rap beef has become, because you got niggas going through, this is what, we always had the, let's look deep into it. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like how niggas talk about sports. We got too many stat nerds and we don't have enough enjoyers. Mm-hmm. I'm just here to hear niggas rhyme and sound cool while they're saying it.
Look, and plus on top of that, like I think the main issue is Kendrick and Drake don't like each other. So now if I'm going at Kendrick and Drake says something that's way out of bounds, it's going to look like I'm on Drake's side. Yeah. And that Kendrick ain't my man. Like what happens if Kendrick says something like, yo, I'm a better father than you? Now Cole, exactly. Now Cole's diss is going to look crazy. Besides, like, why am I teaming up with this nigga? No, let me get out the way.
Nah, I mean, yeah. When you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. It's just a better situation to say, bless you. Just don't fucking do it to begin with. Yeah. If your heart's not in it, just don't do it. So that shit, yeah.
So Kendrick, if it was like a legit, like who's a better rapper, I would put my money on Cole because he's a better communicator. He's a much more effective communicator. What?
Don't ask me. I don't listen to lyrics.
No, it's just the art of communicating. Whenever you listen to both of them, I think the reason why Cole is revered, I feel like a lot more, is because he makes stuff that's a lot more palatable. It sounds like he has a very simple vocabulary, but that's only because the way that he kind of just
he breaks raps it down to the layman.
Yeah,
I get that, but at the same time, fuck that nigga J. Cole. Oh my god. I don't want to hear that shit.
You're hilarious.
I also don't want to hear Kendrick talking about crying in a hotel room.
I remember you was conflicted.
Nigga, shut up.
Stupid.
Turn that Charles Hamilton back up.
But Kendrick is still the boogeyman. That's the reason why a nigga calls himself that.
I like that this nigga has this angry energy, and that nigga just be popping up every couple of years. Fuck all y'all niggas.
Bruh, Drake is 6'2". Cole is 6'4". The nigga Kendrick is like 5'3", and them niggas are scared to death.
I mean, it's the skin. I mean, it's the short niggas because we got a lot of anger in our heart. Bro. I wish I was shorter so I could be angrier.
Stupid nigga want to be a pit bull.
Nigga, imagine I was 5'2". The vitriol that I have now at 5'2".
Nigga, I'm angry and I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
What do you mean hypothetically?
In my spirit, I'm 6'2".
Shut the fuck. Okay, next question. All right, question from One Take Ace. Wembley logo / Nike basketball Nina Chanel 3s. I think we covered the 3s pretty extensively.
Yeah, the 3s, shoe of the year contender, if not in first place.
What? Non-reading niggas got very angry at me. Niggas was like, this is what impresses you? Somebody was like, sir, you're smoking crack if this is your shoe of the year. I said, this is a contender for shoe of the year. And he was like, J Balvin 3s are coming out.
Nigga, and?
J Balvin 3s compared to these? They're just black shoes with a gradient. They're cool, but nigga, what? This is also why I hate sneaker of the year. Niggas really think you gotta have a centralized sneaker of the year. Go read Complex. Don't come to Loose Laces with that shit. We do not care. I don't care what this nigga's shoe of the year is, just like he shouldn't care what mine is. Mm-hmm. We have our shoes. We'll make fun of each other for it, but I'm not going to be like, you like that shoe for shoe of the year?
Oh, for shoe of the year, yeah.
No, you liking a shoe is just bad. You was real sassy this morning. Why? Because I'm not dressed like a Japanese drug dealer. I'm sitting like, oh, bet.
This nigga had no comeback. He just said,
no, for real. That shit caught me off guard. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I thought somebody was going to be like, yo, these niggas really beefing? It's like, no, man. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. But that Wembley logo?
The Wembley logo's tough. Like,
I don't like it. I think it's ugly.
An alien head?
I don't even know who Wembley is. So,
Victor Wembanyama.
So you got to think. I'm ignorant. I just see alien head, and I'm just like, I feel like it could be better. It just makes me think of the Roswell ray guns.
And that was the first thing that I was thinking of. I was like, dog, they should do something in the vein of like Wemby is, because people got to understand the ray guns. You know how old the ray guns are for them to have SB dunks based off of them, a Nike basketball collection, because that was like Vince Carter around that time, which is early 2000s, late 1990s, early 2000s, especially when you start to talk about the Alpha Project. So now you have Wemby in 2024. You can literally have a child of
if they go that route, because the CEO said they're going to put more in the marketing. If that's the route they're going, because I saw when I was in Philly, I saw a nigga in ray gun sweatpants, and I'm like, them shits is hard. So if they were to revive something like that or update it, you got my money. You got my attention.
You literally have the Area 51 pack, and you have a child of, like, it's old enough now to have the aliens that landed from that have hit the league.
Nigga, I'm just sitting here thinking about, like, for Halloween.
If Nike fucking uses that, somebody
lawsuit.
Let me know. I wish somebody would clip this and send it to Nike, because honestly, that shit should have been coming down the pipeline.
No, fuck that. You need us. That's why I sent that tweet out. Hire us. This nigga has brilliant ideas. I have bad ideas that people somehow like. You need us. Your numbers is bad. We got you. Loose laces. Good ideas.
But I mean, to like really look at it. To really look at just what Nike has just in the cache or in the archive, where you could have a GT cut based off Roswell, but the GT cut 3 or GT cut 4 by the time you actually do the collection. You could have Wemby shoe, which I forget what it is, but it's his PE is kind of cool.
Watch them fuck around and make this like a color that no one like is a PE exclusive, and it's like, why would you not release that?
Son, they need to do something. They need to go back to actually legit collections, like really legit collections, not just Chinese New Year and that should be subpar or hip hop
completely unattained. Man, don't get me started on the fucking hip hop 50.
Son, they need to. I know they need to work on their marketing, and they already said it, but make sure you get some people that actually know the history.
Get some niggas that are fans, and then get some outside niggas to rein them in, so you can find a nice middle ground of new versus old, or new meets old, or even just reinventing shit. It's so much shit that they could call back from the early 2000s, 80s, whatever. Because like this whole Bode collection, I like what they've done with the Bode collection, calling back to racist times with sports. Because nigga, I looked at that singlet. And I'm like, this would have definitely called me a nigga with the hard R. But I like that they're referencing stuff. They're making sports jackets, sideline jackets. They're doing all kinds of stuff. That's Bode's whole thing. If you're going to bring back an old ass shoe like that, bring it back and bring it back in style. Reissue like the running stuff. Because I think of Nike's white label from like 2004, maybe 5. I still have a few pieces from that where they were doing pieces inspired by Oregon College and like the runners and like whatever his name, Prefontaine. They reissued his high school jersey and stuff like that.
Son, I wish I had that.
I mean, it was a medium, but but with them having the ability to bring stuff like that back, educate people on why this shoe matters, and then sell us on the history. Because I have no connection for Field General. I have never heard of that shit. I do not give a fuck about it. But it was smart to bring it back with Bode, because it's like, we're bringing back the pass. Now, the prices are fucking high, but it's going to educate their fan base. Oh, this is a shoe that Bodé is stamped.
Wait, was it Field General or Astro Grabbers?
I think it's the Field General. No, Astro Grabber. Whatever. It's old shoes that I wouldn't wear. But yeah, I just keep saying that. We need to be educated on these shoes that we may not have known. Because I think about those street hockey shoes that you put me down with. Mm-hmm. I would have never known about them until you told me. If they brought them back with like a Mighty Ducks-esque team, that shit would be hard. You'd have my attention and possibly my money.
Son, even back to the cartoon where they had shit. I wish I knew all of them, but it was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan,
and Bo Jackson. Yeah,
Bo Jackson. But there was a woman too. I believe there was a woman, but they had like crossover sports. Imagine if they did something with that. Super deep cut had Bo Jackson in the hockey joints.
We giving away too much free game.
Too much sauce.
Hire us.
But yeah, I think the Wemby logo, I think is dope. I would like to see the business on that to make sure that Wemby he keeps that in the event that he doesn't stay with Nike, because you know Nike do be they will
litigious.
Get you. Yeah, they're nice with the paperwork. And then as far as the Nina Chanel 3s, we covered that last week, but they are my sneaker of the year contender, like easily number one. I can't really think of anything to really beat that right now.
Yeah, unless we get a shoe, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. So, question from cousin Shuey. What up? Grail clothing item and why? For me, it's a Hayes Blue Dazzle knit basketball jersey that I saw Mos Def wearing in a pic with De La Soul. I don't think it made it to production, but it is a super dope piece. You know what? So my Grail clothing item at the moment might be, I'll give you two things. It used to be, for some reason, Hayes had a fitted. It was a 12 Galaxy star fitted.
Okay.
So it had the H, and then it was 12 stars around it in like a whole bunch of different colors. The hat was black based. For some reason, I had like, was it Hayes? No, it was Huff.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, the 12 Galaxies fitted.
You have it? No, I had a Huff fitted.
Yeah, I never had that. I never had the fitted. So that's one of them. But at this current moment, De La Soul, their performance on Jimmy Fallon, their most recent one where this was post Dave's death, right? Where they're performing Stakes is High. What's his name had on a Sakai outfit. It was denim, so it was jacket and the pants. And that Sakai outfit is hard as shit. I didn't know how much it cost until it popped up like on my algorithm on Facebook. I was like, oh shit, this is a jacket that Plug One had. Man, I looked at that shit, and just the jacket alone, that shit was like $800. I think it was actually more. I think it was
probably more.
No, it was on sale for $800. So I couldn't even find the pants, but I was like, well, not buying this no time soon. So yeah, because the last clothing item I had were my Tiger Camo Polo overalls or RRL overalls.
Rich nigga shit.
I know you're not.
This is vintage. I got this out the thrift store.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so I don't have many Grail clothes. There is a hat that has bothered me for years that I could have gotten, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. It was Mac Daddy Japan did a collaboration. I don't know if it was with Shop Gente, but I know Gente carried it. Mac Daddy did a collaboration with the Orioles, and they did a purple and orange O's hat. Harm has it, but I didn't buy it for some reason, and that shit bothers me every time I remember it. As far as clothes, I think as much as I don't like cars now, I still like original fakes. So the Chompers belt, I think is so fucking cool. I wanted the Chompers belt. I wanted the Cars Bape leather jacket varsity jacket with the X's over it. And the red NERD Bape camo snapback. I think about all the Bape NERD stuff, and then pretty much anything BBC ice cream. Like, it's so much shit that I wish I could go back and get. And to find it, I find so much of that stuff, but it's always an extra small. A medium, I can just barely fit a medium in the sweatshirts, but I need that large XL love. Because the flamingo jacket that I got for a fucking steal. Somebody listed it on a site for like $150. That's like a $3,000 jacket. So, sheesh. And an XL is even harder to find because it never went up on the site. And legend has it was less than 100 produced. So to find a basically new one, nigga, I damn near cried. And when it came in, I went to like Bape Talk, and I'm reading all the old archived like information about how to authenticate. So I'm like, the tag is good, this matches. I'm looking at the fakes, like this is real supple leather, this, because it's easy to see white leather. Nigga, when I confirmed it is real, I was in the house just like I hate how loosely the term grail has been thrown around for years. That shit was a grail, just like finding an ice cream cone joint. Oh, I forgot, sorry, now you got me started. The Ice Cream Man cone BBC shirt with the crystals. I need that bitch in an XL. Nigga, the spelled out Billionaires Boys Club crystal one I got, that shit is ignorant. I be driving with that shit on in the summer, and it looks like it's a light show in the car. It's just ting, 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 ting. My titties be glistening.
This nigga stay with it. Other than that, I will like another Tribe Called Quest, the crew neck with all the albums on the back.
That shit would be hard.
Yeah, I had the black one, but I got it in a large. It barely fits anymore. If I could get like a red one in like an XL or something like that, I definitely appreciate it. But I think that shit is long gone.
How much for the large?
How much?
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't care.
All right, I'll buy it from you.
I'm cool.
All right.
You give it.
Question for my man is a Polaroid. Will the upcoming threes be Nina Chanel Abney's getting over moment within broader sneaker culture? I love using wrestling terms. Yes. This is her getting over moment. This is her Daniel, what is his name? Daniel Bryson? Oh, I forgot his name. Daniel, he used to say, yes, 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 in the WWF.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot his name, but when he got over, that shit was incredible. It actually got me back into wrestling. So, for the time, this is her moment. I think it was a testament to her design abilities to start with a 2 and to make a 2 that I love. A noted 2 hater. I think that was incredible that she was able to make that, to make that happen. But for her to take a 3, and it's easy to do a 3. Like, there are not many 3s that I've looked at and just be like, this is objectively bad. For her to do a 3 in a color that I don't even particularly care for, and to make it fun and interesting, and as a whole, I think not universally, but pretty much is a consensus, this is a good fucking shoe. She's definitely opened it up, and I think people will look more so at the merch now because it's attached to a shoe. I think this is going to open her up, along with the run that she had with Timberlands.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people really pay attention to the Tim collabs.
I've been saying the Tim collaboration was like, that shit was serious.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot of cases. The Tim collabs that really blow up are always funny because someone does something weird to them. Like a Cold Wall does something and people laugh. Or the Supreme ones are contentious with the diamond cuts. So they don't get the attention they deserve. But if you're really watching, her trajectory has been on an upward tilt for a while. Bruh. So yeah, this is definitely her moment to shine.
She did the most with Timberland. Like, I think when it comes to sneaker, she had a better collection than Kith has ever put out.
I don't disagree.
Like, and again, I've been saying it. It was like, bruh, her work, like, she's been gearing up for this. It's almost like she's doing the internship work all over again to be called up as, yo, we think we can trust you to lead a project.
Oh yeah, she was. The first one was like, all right, here you go. Then Shorty went into the mountains, has been training with the senseis to give us legendary work.
Son, like she's been the embodiment of the Cam Newton app. Like, oh, my twos ain't sell all the way out. All right, bet. And she came back with this smoke shit.
And I hope she continues to work on. I don't even want her to continue to do liked models. I want her to see her do less like models. I think that's a testament to your design ability to really knock it out the park on a shoe that isn't universally loved. To take a canvas that's like, and make it like, nah, I fucks with that. And she's already done it, but I think on a larger scale with her having attention, like her taking some 14s or something.
No, I was actually about to legit say 15s.
I don't even know what 15s look like.
15s are the joints that, you remember it was a Cuba where it was a red one and a blue one?
No.
Oh, shit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They were Dornbeckers, the black and gold joints in for the Dornbecker collection that had the Dragon Ball Z theme on them.
Vaguely remember it. It sounds really ugly. Don't worry about it. They're trash.
15s are fire.
Trash.
You bugging.
No, I'm just sensible.
You are bugging. If she did say if she did like a super duper luxury 17.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see her take the less love. You know what I would actually really like to see someone tackle? 23s. In retrospect, looking back on them, 23s were not bad.
Hard. Yeah, it's just as hard.
Yeah. So I would like to see her or anyone else do a 23. That would be interesting.
I think the only issue that we would have with the 23 is the encasing for the heel is like it's like a crystal. It's plastic, but it's like a crystal heel. So if somebody does like a unique heel for it, bro, that shit
gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy expensive too.
We already getting hit with fucking stupid retails. Go crazy.
I hate that shit, but I think anything Nina probably deals with will be dope. I really want a 23 after the college PEs. I'm not sure if she should touch that yet, just because you can mess around and the paneling on it be terrible.
I have nothing to say.
It's a lot of you'll mess around and have just her simplistic style. She'll probably have way too much dead space on a 23 unless she really does something. So that's why I'm like, if you take a 17 you can kind of rely on just for the accents alone to break up the dead space. 23, you don't really have that much. You'll fuck up.
I like the idea of her making like a mural shoe. Just fill that panel with like a Jordan in her style.
If anything, Nina Chanel's artwork on a 20, that would be it.
I don't know what
on that strap. It's the 20 is the one. It kind of looks like a spaceship, but it has the one big strap. That goes over, and then the one around the ankle.
Trash, yeah.
You a dick.
Shit's is ugly.
Anyways, next question from Getting Some Thread. That is a hilarious screen name, by the way.
Yeah, nigga, I read that shit again. I was like, I seen his name and I never took it in. Thread. Get Some Thread is fucking hilarious.
Okay, is New Balance taking a play out of Nike Jordan Brand's book and limiting GRs lately? Most 991 V2s in the Arctic Gray 990 V4s flew off every shelf with very little to no restocks. The blue silver 991 V2 is sitting around $600 resale for a New Balance GR. Yes. Oh, wait. If so, do you think it's good for New Balance, bad for consumers?
Can I tackle this one?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so I look at it like this. With New Balance, they don't pump out the same quantity that Nike does. Like a lot of that stuff, their big push is made in the US. 70% is made in the US or made in the UK. So they do a lot with the quality. So you're already hitting a bigger price point and they're not as big as a Nike. And I think when New Balance is smart with a lot of this stuff, I don't feel like they overproduce in the hopes that everyone will hit. They produce what makes sense for them, so it's not a bunch of stock left around. Because normally when I see New Balances on boutiques or other sites, it's a few sizes left, It's not like a full fucking size run at $12. And New Balance is hot right now. And they can't really address it because their website isn't set up to fight like bots. It's not really set up for hype. That's why they're trying to do the new sign up for exclusive access for shoes, because they know when their shoes drop, bots are taking them shit. And when they drop on other boutiques, they're flying. So it's just a matter of, yeah, it's good for New Balance, because as much as people talk about scarcity hurts you, yeah, it's money left on the table, but it was money that you weren't making to begin with. Mm-hmm. I'd rather, like, my business model has always been, I'll produce less because it's safer. I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of stock. So we made 50,000 of this shoe. You get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. It, from what I understand from my friends that really love New Balances, they've never been a big company that restocks stuff. I've never really known them to retro stuff, because I really started getting to like special New Balances when they were doing Super Team 33. Mm-hmm. And that shit dropped and never came out again. I still want the Stingray pair, but I'm afraid that the soles are going to explode.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a bad thing for New Balance, and I don't think it's a bad thing for consumers. It's just a matter of get good to an extent. It's
that's
all
fair.
you can do.
No, that's fair. Like, yeah, I don't really know them to retro or, restock too much myself. Now I feel like a lot more stuff. I'm starting to see more Teddy Santa stuff pop up in outlets and whatnot, which is like, okay, they might see as, we need to slow down on some shit.
Yeah, I think they were relying on his name a bit too much, because the ALD New Balances sell out. Mm-hmm. And even though, a lot of special New Balances look like GRs, you still have to educate people, because when I can get a pair of shoes for $120, why am I going to pay $220 for a grandpa shoe? Mm-hmm. And it's hard to educate someone when you don't have the shoe in hand. Like, I didn't give a fuck about New Balance until my brother told me about New Balance. And then when it became a thing in Baltimore, niggas was like, nah, these shits is really in. Mm-hmm. So they became a style icon. Plus, them shits last. They're really good shoes. Because I really got reintroduced after Joe gifted us the 990 V4. Mm-hmm. And nigga, running through the airport, I'm like, shit, I see why niggas swear by New Balance. I'm just boing, 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 boing. So, yeah, it's just a matter of you got to get in where you fit in. What I usually tell people when they're having a hard time getting shit, you got to look to where the stockists are and start moving accordingly. Because New Balance is going to get eaten alive. The bigger spots are going to get eaten alive. But if you can find a little spot that really doesn't advertise that they have New Balances, mm-hmm. get in touch with them. Email them. Like, hey, are you getting these? All right, when are you dropping them? Be ready. Maybe even ask, like, hey, I have a really hard time. Could you give me an invoice? They'll probably say no, but, squeaky wheel gets the oil, so.
Yeah, I know it worked for your crybaby ass.
Hey, nigga, I complain and the universe responds.
Okay, so last two questions. Question from Carlito0607. Need to hear God of Frames take on people calling the A6 Hidden NY shoe of the year. Also, might have missed it, but y'all fucking with the Fear of God 86 High. I'll let you talk about this too.
All right, well, we can start with the 86 High because, I've been talking a lot. How do you feel about them?
86 High is cool. The model itself is dope with the Fear of God. So I'm still practical to just the first, model.
The 86 Low?
No.
The basketball?
Basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my jam right there. I could just stick with those and I'm cool. I don't really... The joints that you got, they all right. Those and the Fear of God sold Aniki runners.
I know what you're talking about.
Those is all right.
They're not good.
Nah, I mean I like them because I like the Aniki runners when they drop. Like I had like 3 pairs.
I like the Aniki runners because they had colors.
Right. I hated them once they changed to a number.
Yeah, and I mean it being in a monotone color, I feel like if you're gonna get runners, it's either silver or black for solid colors, and then everything else should be like fun.
Right.
But honestly, I've been in my Adidas bag. Like, low key, I'm looking for the Adidas Mastermind Rivalry Highs. Mm-hmm. And I like forms, and they're nothing but a form. Like the 86 low and 86 high is just a luxury form, even though everyone kept calling them supers.
The sole is like double the size, though.
But I like the big, stupid sole. I think it's hilarious. It's a platform dad shoe. And they feel good on foot. Like, the materials are fantastic. For $200, I feel like I'm getting my money's worth.
It's encapsulated Boost, right? Is it Boost?
I don't think it's Boost. I'm not sure. I got to look. But I don't believe it's Boost. It doesn't say it's Boost, but that might just be Jerry's marketing. And I like the 86 high. I'm waiting for the pair of Dusty Rose pair to come out, or if they make a yellow suede pair. Ooh, wee! I think those are fantastic, but Fear of God Athletics hype is dead. They fucked up, and he really fucked up because when he did those college PEs that you said you liked. He kept doing the same thing with changing the toe cap. And the interesting part is dead. Like, my nigga, I get it. Your whole thing is muted luxury, but this is a basketball shoe. We are beyond the times of shoes being 1 to 2 colors. He could have done something better. So I hope they can continue and get better. But I don't think it's doing well. Also, funny enough, people are starting to retweet my review of the Fog Athletics clothes again. Yes. Someone retweeted, and I'm like, oh shit, it's happening. I think people are making fun of it. So, Jerry, if you're listening, deal with it. And as far as the Asics hitting NY, I'm not mad at it. Like, shout out to my man Chief Doomy.
Is that the white and green pair?
Yeah.
You talking about them gel Kayanos or whatever the fuck?
Yes. White nigga shoes. Was it Chef Doomy? Chief Doomy? I forgot.
Chef Doomy.
Chef Doomy. Reading's not my strong point. But he is the king of mood board shoes to me. That nigga speaks and the brands follow. And me, him, and Jordan were talking about, subtle luxury, understated luxury. I mean, I'm sorry, elevated basics. That shoe does not speak to me. I don't like green. I don't really like white shoes. I don't like, as I call them, white dad Asics. Never been my style. Probably never will be my style. But for a lot of niggas, it really hits for them. They want that simplicity, and they want to know that it's branded like how niggas love Jound. Mm-hmm. This is the Jound Samba. I think the Sambas are fire. Once I saw that they were eggshell in person, I think if you like that shoe, I'm not mad at you. If you're willing to pay the inflated retail or, God forbid, resale, go for it. I think if that's your shoe of the year, it's a fucking boring choice. But I respect it. I don't like how people act like the shoe of the year has to be an event. Because I remember a lot of people got mad when I said that the Ambush Up Temples was the shoe of the year for me. I like what I like, and you like what you like. Look at me. I'm wearing a fucking vintage polo that's older than me in the undefeated Air Force Ones. I want some goddamn color in my shoes. So my shoe of the year is probably going to be some wacky shit, or as my wife say, a boring ass shoe like the white Italian luxury forces. I can do duality.
Nigga, I know my shoe of the year contenders. My list is going to be all over the place. Because right now, you really want me to piss somebody off?
AE1 is the shoe of the year?
Huh?
AE1 is the shoe of the year?
It's... Shoe of the year is a very tough thing because, again, it's a specific shoe. I think AE1 is a contender for model of the year. Colorway specifically, if we had to say which one, maybe the All-Star one. Like, we still got to figure out definitively what's the best colorway. So I would probably say Stormtroopers or All-Star pair.
I was going to say both. I was going to say both of those.
Yeah, Velocity Blues are cool, but I feel like you need the alternate set of laces for them. Red clays are cool too.
Them stormtroopers just hit.
Yeah, they different. But I'll say this. Them Air 404s. I think that crack top 10.
I don't disagree. From a design standpoint, like, this is why I like this question, because you can talk about the things that you like while my phone is come off of D&D. I like some people were saying to me, like, yo, I don't like the text on the D&Ds. I mean, the 404s.
No,
I'm like,
it's perfect.
It's literally perfect.
It's perfect.
You took a stupid shoe to execute a stupid idea. Like, yeah, that's what we really got to get down to it. Like, if you want to argue sneaker of the year for your thing, explain why it's your sneaker of the year. Because those 404s, design masterpiece. And a brilliant use of negative space to translate a blue screen of death, this big stupid screen with this little block of text, to a shoe, and for them not to do the obvious and put on the toe box.
Execution of theme is A1.
A1. Top tier. This is good design. And I feel like that's how some people would feel about the hidden Asics. This is top tier. I'm a white dad. I'm going to a soccer game ass shoe. So I understand why people like it. I don't like it, but hey man, if you want to look like you use slurs, go crazy.
Yeah, them hidden NY joints. I mean, it's always cool to see other brands kind of like getting spotlight, but those in particular, shoot, the Lilac Asics that are about to drop are better than those.
Don't even know. Don't even care. Them shits is ugly to me.
They're like, I don't know. Whatever.
No, the only Asics I care about is the joints dropping in Japan that are 25,000. They are covered in 1,000 pearls.
Oh no.
That's the kind of shit I'm interested in, nigga. I want niggas to hear my shoes. You hear this? This is 25,000.
Pearl necklace ass feet.
I mean, I can make my own pearl necklace shoes.
That's just weird.
You missed the joke.
Nah, you know there's like an industry for that, right? There's like a whole. All right, never mind. But yeah, shoe of the year. I mean, look. Shoe of the year is subjective. So if that's your shoe of the year, then by all means, you got it, homie. Last question. Hurt Gleesh, what's you guys' favorite year in sneakers? Sheesh. Are we talking about just releases from that year, or are we talking about just like what year our best year in sneakers?
If I had to pick a favorite year, I think it might be like 06, 07. Just because...
SB Dunks, here you go.
No, just indulgence. Because it wasn't just SBs. I was getting a lot of shit. I can't pick a year. But my favorite era was mid-high school. You know how you start to define yourself, you define your style? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I like colors. You know, because we grew up in the 90s. You were kind of repressed. You got to wear certain colors. You know, pink. Can't wear pink, nigga. Pink, my favorite color. I used to say it was red because I ain't want niggas to be like, this nigga like pink. Even though red is my second favorite color. So to be able to express myself how I wanted, and I started making my own money so my mother couldn't veto too many shoes. Mm. So I'm coming to the house. What the fuck are those? Chill. I got this with my own money. Sit your old ass down. And it's the no liner undefeated dunks, and it's all colorful and shit. I'm getting into my Bapes. I was, like you brought up, like my Puma era. I was able to explore and find so many different shoes, and the prices weren't horrible. So you could take a risk on a shoe, and it's like, or you could trade. Like I miss trading. You get some shit. This shit kind of whack. Hey yo. I know you said you don't like this shoe, but would you take this shoe? You know what, bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna trade with you. And then you sit there for a week and a half and pray to God that this Asian nigga from California didn't steal your shoes. And then the mailman show up. Here you go. Oh, like it was a lot of fun living in that era. Just finding myself, not even giving a fuck what people thought was cool. This was even before I really started getting heavy in the forums. It was just local. So it was like me and a few niggas who knew about Gente and other sneakers going back and forth. Like me and my nigga Julian used to go SB for SB. Like, oh nigga, you think you hard? Wait till next week, bitch. I got you. Nigga, you don't got the tweets. Oh, this nigga came in with Band-Aids. All right, fuck you, nigga. All right, I got you. Unlucky 13s. Oh, word. So it was like, it was a battle with niggas having fun. And then when we met in, what was that, 07? To actually sit up here and talk, get onto the forums, even heavier, to find a kindred spirit in shoes. So, especially with how different our fucking style is.
Right.
Getting bad information. It wasn't bad information for you. It was bad information that I took from you, bleaching my fucking puffin stuffs. This nigga bleached his areas, and I'm like, I want to be like this nigga.
Son. I had the whole dorm smelling like bleach for a week. This nigga forgot to dilute this shit. Shoes just fell apart. My boy, I wasn't even talking to the mic, but yeah, them fucking dunks falling apart because this nigga forgot to dilute the bleach. This nigga was just over here just dunking the shit. Toothbrush.
It'd be like that.
Shoes melted.
They died for a good cause.
Man, fun times though. Fun times. Damn, aside from I want to say aside from the year that we met, because that was, I think, realizing that, like, I was already on Nike Talk, but I'd never, like, posted on Nike Talk. I always make the joke that I was, like, Nike Talk's #1 lurker aside from Sha McBride and Andre Iguodala, right? But I'll probably have to say, what year did the Yeezys come out, man? The Nike Yeezys.
09?
I was going to say 09 too. I'd probably say 09 was my best year because the amount of shoes I bought that year. Like, understand, after I had left college, like for a year, I was just going through shit and working like all the time. So my collection, I definitely got over 100. Like I was sitting at a cool 120, 130 at one point. I was telling a story, like one girl I was dating at the time, I didn't repeat shoes for over 3 months. And that was how I realized, like, okay, I got way too much. Like, I need to get rid of this shit. So yeah, that was one of my better years as far as just being a sneakerhead. But as far as just a year as what was put out,
I can never remember.
I'm probably inclined to say, I don't know. A lot of the stuff that I revere is probably 2000. It's probably like 2002. I'm gonna say a lot of stuff I revere is like 2002 because Nike basketball, that shit was just on a tear. Like, and granted, I might not be getting the years right, but we still talking about like the years of Flight Posit 3s, Flight Posit 2s. Probably, I want to say like the Battleground series was probably the year before, but around that time you could still buy them. You know, if you go into the mall, then fuck it, it counts for that year.
Nah, I feel you on that.
But stuff when I was in middle school, that was around when Pippins, Kids, and what was the third one? Pippin, Kid, and what's his name? All had a shoe where you could swap the skins on them. Gary Payton. That was in middle school too. But you could swap the skins on them. And so those shoes to me are still like GOAT. Like I love modular shoes still to this day. I wish Jordan Brand would play around with that more. I know Kobe did with the Kobe 8 system where you could it was either the Kobe 7 or the Kobe 8, but you could swap the insoles. Jordan Brand played around with it with the Team Jordan, or it was named after a year. I want to say like 2012 or something like that, because I remember it was a college PE. But I wish you could go back to stuff like that, like experiment, be able to buy stuff in pieces and customize the actual like user experience with footwear.
I think if there's one thing that should be modular, I think shoes should be it. Because like I wish brands would sell official laces. I like the idea of swapping soles and stuff like that. Because Nike is kind of doing modular stuff with the ISPA collections. But I would like to see that to more mainstream shoes.
Right.
Because I like the idea. I don't like the shoes per se. So yeah. But I'm sorry, you were talking.
No, I mean, you good. I just love the idea, like, if anything, it creates more longevity for the shoe, because now I can put together so many more fits, or I want to play with different styles. Like, okay, I got Lunarlon. Now I got Zoom X, or shit. Even if I take Adidas, if they have like a full boost insole, or if it's bounce, or just something where you could flip the technology in it, you still have the same feel based on the traction.
Boost or something like that. Yeah, that shit would be hard.
Like, I wish we did have more. You know, you have an inner booty for a shoe. You could
booty.
Shut up. You could switch it out, so now you got a different colorway, like you just made up on the fly. No one has this colorway unless they buy this shoe and this shoe,
and they can just keep making their money on the back end.
Yeah,
no matter what you charge for it, I can't get anywhere else. So,
son, like I that's one of the things I wish we could go back to, which is why I'm kind of like harping on certain years. But if we could go back to the golden era of Nike basketball, Nike SB, it's cool.
I just want Air Forces, because I was about to say, like, if I had to pick a year, 90s, nigga. All right, I'm gonna say this because we running long in. What?
I thought you were gonna go for the visible air unit.
Oh no, I want that, but I'm just thinking of the simple colorways with the crazy leather, because it's a pair from like 93 with like pig skin. It's like this bronze brown that I want desperately, and 98 with the Code Japan. We had 121.
Damn, that crept up fast.
Yeah, with the Code Japan releases, there's a very specific pair of dunks that I want that only came out in like 99. It's an all white pair of dunks with a cream nylon tongue. I think it's the coolest fucking thing. It's so dumb. But I don't know anyone that remembers them. I've seen them in Japan and they were a size 8 and I started screaming. I love stupid, simplistic dunks with really good leather in Air Forces. That's what I want. Like, I like the visible air units and the One World pack. That was cool. But I could live in a world with Air Forces with just like 3 colors and crazy leather so that they age beautifully. Oh! But all right, nigga, let's get our final thoughts.
I really appreciate everyone that submitted questions, man. Like, this is dope. Especially because the docket looked very dry as far as like things that are going on in the sneaker community.
Yep.
And also, I definitely didn't want to come up in here and talk about Kendrick and Cole and Drake.
We are a sneakers show that talks about everything but sneakers. Nah, that's just whack.
I mean, it's not whack. I just don't like, dog. If what everyone's saying, like, yo, it's about to go down Friday, like, nigga, I really don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
But yeah, I'm just glad, everybody is rocking with us, and y'all, this is a show for y'all by y'all.
Yeah, we really appreciate when y'all send everything in. I know I talk my shit, but nah, for real, I love, because we were talking about before the show started rolling. We love that y'all be tagging us and shit like, yo, Loose Laces said this a week ago. Or how they said on Loose Laces, like, for us to be quoted is fucking incredible. Like, it's still wild to me. I know I talk about it all the fucking time. Niggas are DM me, like, I can't believe you listen. It's crazy that niggas listen and think our opinions are not dumb as fuck. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all carrying the heavyweight this week. I appreciate the questions, even the Freak Nick shit, because that is hilarious. Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank you for helping us to continue build and do all these stupid things I didn't think would be possible. Hopefully we keep rocking, and then somebody give us a call, because one of these brands is going to fuck around and make the mistake of giving us a chance.
Yeah, ain't going to be no mistake, nigga.
No, it's a mistake because they're going to be like, damn, we got to hire these niggas now.
Loose laces, dog.
Loose laces, dog bless.